Today's video is going to be all about the best coffee fragrances. So if you want to find out more, then please keep on watching. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if it's the first time you are visiting. Thank you so much for joining me today. As I already mentioned in the intro, today's video is going to be all about the best coffee fragrances. So think black coffee, think latte, think cappuccino, everything coffee based. So if you like the sound of that, let's jump into the first fragrance. The first fragrance is from Theodoros Kalotinis, and this one is called Coffee Addict. I featured this one quite a lot recently because it has me in a little bit of a chokehold at the moment because of how ultra realistic this one is. And what makes this even better is it's a more affordable fragrance. This is £45 in the UK. So for a fragrance, that's a pretty good price point. And I have to say that Theodoros Kalotinis does gourmands like none other. So to me, Coffee Addict smells like tiramisu. And if you don't know what tiramisu is, it's basically an Italian dessert which is soaked in coffee. And this is exactly what I get from the composition. It's decadent, it's creamy, it's sweet, and it's very, very inviting. My friend came over the other day and she's having a little bit of a coffee kick at the moment with fragrances, and this one was definitely her favorite and she's going to be ordering it. And I can see why, because it is, oh, wow. This smells like literal tiramisu dessert. It's coffee, it's a little bit creamy, so a little bit like whipped cream, but then you get like a caramel. Oh my gosh, it is so good. Now you have to like edible gourmand fragrances to really enjoy this one, but if you want to smell like tiramisu, at least that's what I think it smells like, then try out Coffee Addict. Not all of the fragrances that I'm talking about today are going to be sweet gourmands. So if this one is not your kind of thing, then I might have some other fragrance recommendations for you. But if you do like sweet gourmands, Coffee Addict. So the next fragrance is from Akro, and this one is called Awake. Now this one is very different to Coffee Addict. This is more of your black coffee with a dose of cardamom. Very Middle Eastern in terms of the coffee style, so your cardamom and dark coffee. And it is definitely one of the best coffee fragrances on the market. This stuff is insane. I've already gone through a 30 ml bottle of this one, and now I am on my 100 ml bottle, and me and my husband both absolutely love Awake from Akro. It's intense, it's delicious, and it really reminds me of sitting in an independent coffee shop. I am drinking a black filter coffee, and then I maybe have a cardamom cake or a cardamom cookie next to me. That is the vibes, and I think it's absolutely delicious. And I have a little bit of a giveaway for you. So I have a brand new in package bottle of Akro Awake 100 ml to give away in this video, which I'm super excited about. Akro kindly sent me this, I think about 2 weeks ago, to celebrate International Coffee Day. And I of course already have a bottle of Awake, so I thought it would be a nice idea to do a giveaway of this bottle. So I will let you know how to enter the giveaway at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. But I'm excited for someone to experience this fragrance too, and yeah, stay tuned till the end of the video to find out more. So let me just pop that down. Let's get back on to Akro Awake. So if you don't like your overly sweet fragrances and you're looking for more of a true black coffee scent, then this is one that I absolutely invite you to get your nose on. I will link somewhere where you can get samples down below. I'd highly recommend testing this one out. Definitely one of the best coffee fragrances on the market. The next fragrance is from Armani Privé, and this one is Magenta Tanzanite. And this one kind of sits in the middle. It's not an overly coffee-centric fragrance, yet you can still pick up the warmth of the coffee in here. There's cinnamon, there's cardamom, there's tonka bean, there's tobacco in here, there's a coffee note. It's a very warm and enveloping fragrance, lasts beautifully on the skin, and this one just gives me all of the fall and winter vibes. It's a little bit spicy. It's definitely got that tobacco feel to it, but then it's soft in the base with that tonka bean and also that vanilla. The cinnamon gives this a nice little bit of spice alongside the cardamom, and then you have the coffee note. So I wouldn't necessarily say this is a coffee fragrance through and through. There's coffee in here, but it's not necessarily going to be the only note or the first note that you pick up, but it's definitely such a beautiful fragrance. And if you like scents similar to Xerjoff's Starlight, Fragrance du Bois, Minuit et Demi, Changing Constants by Penhaligon's, then I think you would really like Magenta Tanzanite. I would love to know if anyone has tested this down in the comments. Let me know what you think about it, but I think this is such a special fragrance and I am going to be wearing it a lot in this fall and winter season. Next up, we have Cafe Cabanel by Theo Cabanel, and this one is more of your milky latte slash cappuccino type of scent. It's a little bit spicy too, almost get like a cinnamon vibe from it. It's way more milky than the previous fragrances that I've spoken about. And it just feels, again, very warm and inviting. Now, the coffee note in here is actually quite subtle, and that is why I say it's more of like a latte or a cappuccino. It's quite lactonic. It actually has a butter note in here, but there's also some caramel. So maybe it's a caramel macchiato with a dusting of cinnamon on the top. There's some tonka bean and vanilla in here too. And it's just very, very comforting. Yeah, I'm getting lots of cinnamon. It could almost smell a little bit like coffee cake too. Another fragrance that I feel like is one of the best coffees on the market, especially if you're looking for more of a lactonic and creamy coffee scent. I'm sure many of you have tried this one if you love coffee scents. And if you have, please do let me know what you think about it below. But this one also has a really beautiful scent bubble and lasts all day on my skin. I think it's an incredible fragrance, and it will be suitable for those of you that want something that's sweet and lactonic, but it's not overly sweet. And the coffee is there, but again, it is not front stage and center. The next fragrance is one of Kayali's newest releases, and this one is from the Oudgasm collection, and it is called Cafe Oud. Now, I have already reviewed this on my channel, but it is definitely fitting for this video because I get quite a prominent coffee note in here. Now, it's called Cafe Oud, of course, and they list a cappuccino note, but I don't perceive it as a cappuccino. I actually perceive it to be more like ground coffee or like filter coffee, but I specifically get that kind of ground coffee texture. Really hard to explain, but ground coffee to me almost smells a teeny bit burnt as well, and I definitely get that throughout this. But you also have a big dose of rose and geranium, and it almost gives this a slightly traditional slash old-fashioned vibe to it, but it is super addictive, and this is actually my favorite one from the new Oudgasm collection. I think it's actually super unique and really, really well done. It's not overly sweet, which is something that I also love about it. And the oud is very, very smooth and subtle throughout. There is also some patchouli in the base, and it's a little bit earthy. And then you've got some musk and vanilla too. It is a coffee fragrance, but again, I wouldn't necessarily say the coffee is front stage and center. It's definitely one of the main notes, but again, I perceive it to be more like ground coffee. Some people have definitely described it as smelling more cappuccino-like or milky to their nose. It's just not what I personally get from the fragrance. But I highly recommend sampling this one if you like the sound of a floral coffee fragrance, because it is really, really beautiful. The next fragrance is Minuit et Demi by Fragrance du Bois. And this is definitely another fragrance where the coffee isn't front stage and center, but it's just a nice player within the composition. This is another warm, cozy, and inviting fragrance, very appropriate for the fall and the winter. It's sweet, but it's not too sweet, and it doesn't totally go into the gourmand realm, as in it's not an edible gourmand. It's actually a very sophisticated and classy gourmand fragrance, but it's complex at the same time. What I really love about this is it has this slight little bit of pimento in here, which gives a slightly spicy kick to the overall sweeter composition. There's some cardamom, it has the coffee note in here too. There's some caramel, there's also some tobacco, it has cinnamon, there's a little bit of a boozy quality to it. It's musky, it's so comforting. It would make a very good date night scent in the autumn and winter, but I also find this to be a very cozy scent, and I love wearing it at home too. It sticks to my clothing and just smells incredible throughout the whole day. I actually wore this one to bed yesterday, which I know is a bit of a strange occasion to wear this, but it's getting a little bit colder here in the UK, and I wanted something to cuddle up in and feel cozy, and I feel like Minuit et Demi really suits that vibe. Now, the coffee note is there, but again, it's not front stage and center. It's not even one of the most prominent notes. So if you are looking for a fragrance with coffee, but the coffee note is not the star player, then definitely check out Minuit et Demi. It is a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. And the last fragrance is from Vivamor, and this one is called Ultimate Aphrodisiac. And this one is definitely a heavy gourmand that's pretty unique in profile. It's nutty, it's got cacao butter in here, there's some coffee in the base, it's sweet, it's yummy and very, very delicious. Definitely quite a unique scent profile, and it's definitely going to be for the gourmand lovers. It opens with some bitter almond and some rum. You get a little bit of cinnamon too, but the notes that really stand out to me is that cacao butter, and it makes this so smooth and so buttery. There's a big dose of coffee in the base, and it's beautifully done. It is more of a dark coffee to me, but there is some overall kind of lactonic vibes to the scent that makes this very, very creamy. It's got chocolate, there's brown sugar, there's musk, and there's vanilla. Really, really delicious. I've spoken about this a couple of times on my channel, and I feel like it is the most beautiful gourmand fragrance that's not just coffee, it's also chocolate, it's also rum, it's cacao butter, it's vanillic, it's nutty. I just think this one is something that you need to experience. I do actually have a 20% off code for Vivamor, and if I can find a sample of it, I will also link it down below. But if you are looking for a very, very yummy and cozy gourmand fragrance, then Ultimate Aphrodisiac is beautiful, and it also of course features coffee. So those were all of the fragrances that I wanted to feature in today's video. There are some other amazing coffee fragrances on the market that I don't have in my collection. One being Follow or Followed from Kerosene. Both of those are incredible coffee fragrances. Very, very strong though. Beware, I kind of want to add one of them to my collection. Another one could be Black Opium from YSL. There's also, I think it's Golden Mocha or Golden Duller from Xerjoff. You've got Montel's Intense Cafe, the Ristretto version. I have Intense Cafe, but I don't really think it's that prominent in the coffee, so I didn't include it. But the Ristretto version is definitely coffee dominant. And there's some others that I can't think of off the top of my head, but I included ones that I have in my collection. So I'm sure you want to know about the giveaway. So I am giving away a brand new bottle of Akro Awake. Now this is going to be an international giveaway because I know so many of you are always disappointed when I'm only doing UK giveaways. I tend to do that just because I am based in the UK myself, even though most of my viewers are based in the US and the shipping cost is quite high. But I'm going to make this one international because I love you all and I want everyone to have a chance of winning this beautiful coffee fragrance. Now, there's 3 simple things that you need to do to enter this giveaway. And I'm also going to say, please beware of scammers and how to avoid that, because giveaways tend to attract some interesting scammers. So number 1, you need to be subscribed to my channel. Now, I'm sure many of you are already subscribed to my channel, but I know a lot of my viewers aren't. So the first step is please subscribe to my channel. The second step is you need to like this video. Very, very simple. And then the third step is please leave a comment below. I can't even put my third finger up. That's really weird. The third step is you need to leave a comment down below on why you want to win this fragrance. It could be that you want to win it for yourself, or maybe you want to win it for a friend, a loved one. Whatever it is, please do write that down in the comments below. Really, really simple. Now, I'm going to put the end date in the description box below. The reason why I'm not going to be saying it in this video is because I don't know when this video is going to be live. So I will put the end date in the description box below, but this will only be open from 1 week of my go live date. So all of the details will be in the description box. It is open internationally, so no worries about that. But what I want to say in terms of scammers is I will not reach out to you in the DMs. I will not reach out to you in any other way. The only way you will know if you've won this giveaway is on this exact video, on the end date and time. I will pin the comment of the winner, and I will comment down below of how I'm going to get in touch with you. But that is the only way you will know you have won. I will pin the comment. I'm not going to be reaching out to you individually in the comments saying, contact me on this account, this, that, and the other. I will be pinning that comment. And sorry to mention that over and over again, but I see so many weird little scams going on with giveaways. I will not be asking you for any shipping money. That is the most common scam with these giveaways. This will be all complimentary. Whoever wins will get this sent, and I will be asking for no money. Of course, it's a giveaway. Why would I? So that is how to enter this. Firstly, subscribe to my channel. Secondly, you need to like this video. And third, leave a comment down below on why you want to win. It's as simple as that. And I hope whoever wins really, really enjoys this glorious coffee-based fragrance. But what I want to know is, what are your favorite coffee scents? What do I need to check out? Because this is a note that I absolutely love in fragrances myself. So please do let me know down in the comments below. But thank you so much for joining me today. It's been a pleasure as always. I hope to see you in a future video to come. Thank you so much, and goodbye.